What do you do if a Polish guy throws a grenade at you? You simply pull out the pin and throw it right back.
What is it, long and hard that the Polish bride gets for her wedding? It's a new last name.
Okay, there's an Irish guy, an Italian guy, and a Polish guy in front of a firing squad. And the Irish guy goes up, about to get killed. Everybody holds up their guns to kill him, and the Irish guy yells out, "Blood!" And everybody looks around and gets crazy, and he runs away. And then next up, the Italian guy goes up, and he sees what the Irish guy did, and he's like, "That's a great idea, I should do that too." So he goes up, everybody's about to shoot him, and the Italian guy yells out, "Earthquake!" And everybody runs around, they're all scared, and he runs away, so he gets out. Next up is the Polish guy, and he's like, "It's a great idea, I should do that too." So Polish guy goes up in front of the firing squad, and they all lift up their guns to kill him, and he yells out, "Fire!"
You know what it is? When you hear like the Polish jokes, for me, because I work with the people, it's understandable, but it could be said about any nationality. Some people say, "Oh, can you tell?" Not really, because for me, I love the Polish people. I love that tradition that they have. To do the pierogies and do the kielbasa, and they do more of, you know, Easter time, Christmas, they hold their values. For me, years ago, when I used to drive by and I used to see the people at St. Stan's, the people were 7, 8 people deep. I mean, there wasn't enough room in the church. People were standing outside.
Pokaż Maxie wszystkim, gdzie jest Pan Bóg, gdzie jest Bozia. Gdzie jest Bozia? Tak?
I think Polish people are really friendly.
I like these people and I love to work with these people.
I did working in city before. Compare here, people are not fighting a lot.
Here, honestly, they'll never they'll try to get a phone, have a high deposit, and they'll pay the whole thing.
Yeah,
They never fight, never argue.
I've seen somebody have to pay $450 for their iPhone. They bought it. I don't care. I'll pay for it.
I don't like it when they come in before this, you know, by the door.
Yeah.
They don't cough. They come behind me and they start coughing. I don't like that.
People come, they try maybe 10 jackets, and then they say that, "Oh, okay, I can bring my husband with me, or I can bring my wife with me."
They always say, "I'm looking for cotton," but they don't understand cotton and the plastic is different price. They say, "Oh, that way I can send back to Poland." Then I say, "What the?"
A lot of the people that were here before me, let's say people that were here 50 years ago, they didn't like the fact that the Polish people came in from Poland during like the whole solidarity thing. They came here and they're like, "Oh, you dumb effing Pole, why don't you learn how to speak?" But you can't do that. You know, every neighborhood needs a little flavor. You know, it's like when you're eating food. If there's not a little flavor, a little spice, it tastes bland. And that's what they brought.
Polish people have had a strong influence in the New York City. There are several landmarks named after them. I was really pleased to see that. It made me feel like at home. In Central Park there is a statue of Władysław Jagiełło, the king that led Poland and Lithuania to defeat corruption and the foreign aggressors in one of the biggest battles of Middle Ages. The statue in Central Park is a replica. The original, which stood in Warsaw, was destroyed by Nazis who used the bronze from the statue to produce bullets.
Ryzyka, że ktoś słucha i żyga, że ktoś patrzy i pluje, wiedz, że dobrze tu główkuje, z kim trzeba się umówię, trzymaj się ode mnie z dala, podejmuję decyzje, na które godność mi pozwala, a hieny żrą ochłapę, psują znacznie.
There's a Kościuszko Avenue and the subway station above it. Kościuszko was a famous general who fought in Revolutionary War and helped the United States become an independent nation. When I ride the G train, I always take off my headphones to hear the conductor say that name.
Also, there is a Pulaski Bridge, and this is another man who fought for the United States and who comes from Poland. We also respect him. He did a lot for us. He did for both countries. When my mother read a book about him here in America, she actually called me and said, read what the author said, and the author said, like, you know, how the United States is grateful for what he did, and then he actually took all the jokes that describe us as the most stupid, mentally challenged alcoholics that always were messing around. Well, what can I do about that? I guess, I mean, I'm proud of being Polish, honestly. So which one of the guys would you think that is a former president of Poland? First would be Simon Peres, the B would be Lech Walesa, the C would be Yasser Arafat, and D, Dalai Lama.
It's definitely B.
Okay, that's a good choice, man. Can you tell me what's the capital of Poland?
Warsaw?
That's pretty nice. Okay, we got you. How familiar are you with parallels?
With what?
Parallels. Parallels.
Parallels?
Yes, like
The
the lines on
parallel
the... Yeah. Okay, so which one would cross Poland? Is it the equator, 17th, 34th, or 53rd?
Oh gosh, I have no idea. I don't think it's the equator.
Okay. Reach the agreement?
Alright, 34th?
53rd? Your friend is correct.
Ah, she's better at geography.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna take a guess, 53rd. To be for real, I have no idea.
You got it right.
Really? That was a complete guess.
A Jewish comic come on stage do a Polish joke, it's okay. A black comic come on stage do a Polish joke, it's okay. If I do a black joke or a Jewish joke, it's considered racist, which is bull. Because everyone does Polish jokes. Jews, Irish, blacks, Italians, Mexicans, people in China going, oh, two Polish guys, wow.
If so many Poles have such an important role in the history, what is origin of the joke? Anti-Polonism, a negative attitude toward Polish people and culture, was used by Nazis and Soviets to condone mass killings of Polish people during World War II. Polish people were seen as not being intelligent enough to suffer. Does telling or laughing at these jokes reinforce these stereotypes or takes the power out of them? I think it depends on the joke. Yeah, and the ideas of the jokester.